The new New Orleans Saints host the Arizona Cardinals in Week 1 Sunday in what will be new Coach Kellen Moore's first ever game as an NFL head man. I'm not going to preview this particular game today, plenty of that elsewhere, but we're going to call this today a season outlook. Outlook for the 2025 season. And specifically, I want to go into fan excitement for this season. Because, fan excitement is at an all-time high, am I right? No? But in reality, many fans, from what I'm hearing and seeing and reading, a good segment, a good portion, at least, of the fan base wants to get this season out of the way. Fair enough. They know it's a rebuild. They're ready for whatever hell it brings. Who dat? And some of those fans, though, are hoping for the biggest shit sandwich of an outcome possible this season because they want to tank for a higher draft pick. That's a rough watch for me. And then there's a smaller section of Saints fans that are ready to rage watch, hate watch, so they can bitch or argue on the internet, of course. I think these raging lunatics need to get their emotions in check and accept the fact it's finally rebuilding time on Poydras Street and on Airline. Let's call it what it is. But whatever you want to call this particular 2025 Saints team, you're probably right. I call it a team that ain't going to win many games this year. And you know what? I'm okay with that as a fan this year. So I guess I'm excited kind of. Whatever happens this season, I'm just going to say yes. Just going to say yes. And what is there to say yes to, you might ask? What is there to be excited about? Well, not so much excited, but interested. The quarterbacks. Sure, I am interested in two things, really. Mainly with these two quarterbacks. Number one is the how. How is Spencer Rattler progressing as an NFL starting quarterback on a week-to-week basis? Not just can he play well in one game, or did he play bad in one game? Be nice if he'd win one game. But how is he handling the job of starting quarterback under that microscope week in and week out? I'm interested in that. And number two is the when. When does Tyler Shuck get his first start, if he ever gets one? Okay, I think he will get a start this season in 17 games. So under what circumstances might be the better question. Does he start because of necessity, injury? Does he start because of a benching? Or simply because Kellen Moore thinks he's ready and thinks it's time? Kickoff at noon Central. Black helmets, gold jerseys. But going back to a real reason to get excited about this season, how about this one? I'm just ready to see something new. I'm ready for new New Orleans Saints. After the way the Breeze era ended and in front of 26 people in the Dome, and then Peyton quitting the next season, and then 3 years of Dennis Allen, yes, I am ready for something new this season. Strangely enough, may regret saying that in 6 weeks when there's bagheads all over the Dome. But for now, I'm excited about the few positives that we're going to see scattered about here and there. Now, you can say, Ruddy, I need something more than that. I need something more than you just saying something new as far as reasons to get excited for this season. Okay, well, we know Kellen Moore brings his offensive system, an exciting, creative offense that has been successful all across the league, but there's just as big a change on the other side of the ball, and that is something to get excited about. A brand new defense in New Orleans. Dennis Allen was promoted to defensive coordinator in 2015 and held that position till Peyton quit in 21. Allen then gets the head coaching job, so 3 more seasons of his defense. So New Orleans defense has been Dennis Allen Incorporated for an entire, complete, damned decade. And I won't deny he ran a good defense. I never cared for his scheme particularly, but good defenses for the most part. But no team should run the same defense for an entire decade, just on general principle. Things stay the same. Teams catch up. Things get stale. Even if you're tweaking it and updating it and adding wrinkles and sprinkles and icing, eventually you got to start throwing in Percocets and Vicodin just to make a difference. And it's just a good general practice to change things from time to time. Fresh coat of paint. No more Vikes. And new New Orleans Saints defensive coordinator, Brandon the Unstale Staley. Staley coming in as DC for 2025. I think it was one of the best hires Kellen Moore made to lay the foundation for his new era in New Orleans. Nobody's expecting much out of this team, but Staley's defense is really Saints fans' best hope for something positive this season. This defense, if it plays fast, aggressive, flying to the ball, making plays, who's not going to want to watch that? You know, something to be excited about, sitting down and watching every week, other than new uniforms. From what I've read and watched in the preseason, one of the reasons I like the Staley hire is the scheme, or the scheme fit, I should maybe say. Now, in the future, they're going to draft defensive players to fit the scheme, but I think they have decent personnel to fit Staley's base defense right now, especially up front. You have Cam, Brissy, Granderson, Godchaw. Chase Young fits right in on the edge. He's just got to stay healthy, and he'll have a good season this year. Staley can get creative with his sub-packages, and his Saints defense has appeared well coached in the preseason, to say as little as possible before the first game has been played, in proper position most of the time at least. So there's that. New defense in New Orleans to get excited about. Overall, for the season, looking forward to it, to the start of it, sure, kind of. I'm saying yes. Doesn't mean I won't lose it once or twice this season, probably on this show. And even though this was not a game preview, I still got to predict this first game. So new offense, new defense, new coaches, new attitude, new energy, new era. So new winning streak starting Sunday, right? Can't do it. I did not get a new brain. Defense plays hard for a while, but not enough offense. And the defense runs out of gas. I've got Arizona 24, New Orleans 17. Please like and subscribe. For Arthur, the Bayou Party Dog, I'm Ruddy Rutledge. He is a real good boy, and this is some Bayou Football.